Hi guys, and welcome to Angling For You, and today you join me on the drive for another unboxing. And today we've got the Garbolino UK4 Carp Maxim, and this is 14.5 meters. Got a few extra little bits with it. As you'll have seen before, I had the UK5 carp pole. This is the step up from that. The range around 12 to 1300. If you look around, you can sort of get the price in between that and get yourself a deal. So what we'll do is we'll flip the camera, we'll get in and see what it comes with, and we'll go for setting it up, having a look at the lens as we always do, and have a little chat about how it feels and if it's a good bargain for what you're looking for your carp fishing. So let's get to it. Right guys, so let's have a little look at the kit. Firstly, it comes with a case. Now we haven't got a case with us. If you watch my UK5 video, it's a very similar case to that. My friend whose pole it is just doesn't keep them because we've got a hard case that he keeps everything in. So what we're going to do is go through the package itself. So we'll go into detail when we do the walkthrough. Kits wise, so you get one in the pole and you get 4 additionals of it's called a Match Carp ELC kit. 2 sections, 2 meters and 50 and 65 centimeters. Got the pre-bushed side reinforced already done, so you don't have to mess about there. And then on the other end, it's got the PTFE already in, so effectively you just turn up, get your elastic and thread it through, and you're good to go. Now these are 1.8mm, so it says 1.8mm solid or 2.5mm hollow, so not stupid in ridiculously, but you can get some on some kits up to 20 elastics through them, so they will take a lot of ammo because effectively it's a carp pole. So you do get 5 kits of those, and they are really light and strong, and very similar to what I had on, if not the same, of what I had in the UK5. These were one of my favourite kits that I got with the UK5 and these are just a standard 2.7 meter. It's an absolute beast of a thing. Sorry, 1.8 meters, 2.7mm should I say, tip, already PTFE'd, already reinforced, side pusher, puller bush, and these are really for your margins, really short range work. Hit them, hold them. You'll see me with the UK5 use them to great effect when we were fishing on Swanlands. We had some absolute beasts that day, and you get 3 of those with the kit. So you do get a good starting package with 5 of the others and 3 of those. That's a good package for your carp fishing. So this is an additional. This is a short 4. So if you're fishing paste or you're fishing hard pellet short or anything like that, where you're bagging up on big fish short and you just want a little bit of extra power and stiffness, they're about 70 quid and well worth it if you're going to use it as an all-round pole. So that's there. Now the pole itself can go up to 16 meters. I'm going to assume before we put it together, probably don't want to fish it at 16 meters. They're built for carp poles, and like I said, this is sort of the mid-range at that 12 to 1300 bracket, so it would be quite heavy at 16 meters. But this does reverse and fit the 13, 14.5 and the 16 if you buy an additional section. I don't know off the top of my head how much they are, but I would imagine around the 300 plus kind of money to get an extra additional section, which would be very similar to the 14.5 meter section. It would just shove into the back of it. So what we'll do is we'll start setting it up. We'll put it at different lengths. We'll also use the short 4 and show you what it's like with a short 4 in and the difference to stiffness, and we'll get it out and give it a waggle. Right guys, so we've got it set up at 14.5 meters with the dolly butt on, and yeah, it looks fab. I mean, the graphics are fantastic. We'll go on close, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up at this with the normal 4 in, then we'll take it out and put the short 4 in with the standard carp match kit that comes with it, and then we'll take it off. We'll put the short 4 on with the short kit, and then the normal 4 with the short kit, so you get to see everything that it fishes. And then what we'll do is we'll bring it down, and we'll bring it down to around about 8 meters and just show you in a different length. We'll show you the reversible in the 13 meters, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to pick it up. Now I'm not expecting any miracles, like I said, for that between 1300 quid-ish. Not expecting any miracles there. So I mean, yeah, it's more of an older bull. like I said, you could fish all day with it at 14 meters if you really wanted to, but it's not that kind of pole. There's a little bit of bounce, a little bit of floppiness over the tip, but you sort of expect it for a carp pole. It's not made to be that kind of scenario where you're fishing it at that longer length. Maybe just mugging really is what you would do. You're certainly not going to fish it shallow, not that kind of pole at that kind of length. It'd just more like be mugging, or maybe trying to pull them out of the other side of the mud line. So what we'll do is we'll bring it back to 13 meters first, and then we'll bring it back a couple more sections, and then we'll stick that short 4 on and we'll have a look at it then. Right guys, so we've reversed it now, we've put it into the 13 meters, and more than likely this is more what people are going to fish it, at the length they're going to fish it. And 13 meters, we've got quite actually a strong side wind here today actually, which is not helping, as you can see, but you know, absolutely wind absolutely fine at that length. Easy to pick up, wind driving me nuts, but yeah, absolutely spot on at that length. You can fish that any all day, no problem, shallow, whatever you needed. And realistically, from a carp pole, that's going to be a good sort of range that you're going to fish at 13 meters. Most people don't fish much more than that, but with a 14.5 section, you can do that if you need to. We'll bring it back one more section, and then we'll put the short number 4 on, which is running away from us with this wind. Put it there so it's a bit more safe. So I'll just roll this back and take that additional section off. Just going to gently lay that one down there. We'll put this little short 4, this little dolly butt down there. Now, as I'd imagine, it would be very similar to the UK5, just a little bit stiffer carbon, and you know, straight away as soon as you take your end sections off, it's light as a feather, and quite responsive, to be honest, for a carp pole. You could happily fish shallow with it. You know, it feels strong and solid in your hand, just like the UK4 did, the UK5, sorry. And you know, just easy to ship back on the finish. Really nice slip finish, as the aligners, which will go in when we go down the pole. So what I'll do is I'll start at this length. I'll just have a little walk down to the bottom and stick in the short 4, and we'll have a little look from then. Right boys, so now we're going to pick it up with, starting at around 11 meters, we'll pick it up with a short 4 in it, and as you'd imagine, quite dramatically it makes it stiffer, and really, like I was saying, this is, I mean, you could fish it at any length and stiffen it up. Obviously you're going to lose a little bit of length, but realistically it's short work. It's, you know, 5, 6, 7 meters, fishing on the deck, you know, hard pellet. If you wanted to fish shallow with it with a short kit, and put a short in to make it stiffer to flick over, if you're fishing out margins, that's where the short 4s are going to come in, stiffen up your pole and give it a bit more strength and rigidity. So let's put it back. What we'll do is I'll swap it straight for the shorter top kit, and then we can have a look at what that's like. Right guys, so we've gone back to the start, so we're back at 14.5 meters, but we've used the short 4. So I'm going to quickly go through and I'll break it down, back down to that 11 meters, and you can see with the short 4 what that actually looks like, and get a bit of context. So, like I said, this is at the 14.5 meters, and it definitely does stiffen it up. I mean, it's not bad for the price range at all. You could easily hold it. Yes, if you put 16 meters on, it would be an heavy beast, but that definitely, you can see from the reaction, it definitely stiffens it up having that short 4 on it. So yeah, it's an additional 70 quid, but I think it's 70 quid well spent. So that's something that if you're getting this and you're going to fish with it fairly often, I would definitely recommend getting one. I think it's a solid investment, and well worth the money. Just gently lift that down, and we'll put this 13-metre section on. So you can see the 13 metres. Yeah, again, it feels stiffer. It does feel stiffer with that shorter section on, which you would expect it to do. We'll just drop that gently down, and we have already seen it, but we're just gonna have a quick another look at it. Just gently put that down with the 11 metres or so. You can see super stiff. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to assemble this back together, get the short kit on, and we'll start from 14.5 metres with the short 4 and the short top kit, and then we'll work back and change it to the normal 4 and work back to 14.5 metres, and hopefully you get a good idea of it, and then we'll do a little rundown of the pole. All right, let's give it a go. Right guys, so what we'll do is now start this with the 1.8 metre kit on it, and we'll give it a little run through with the short 4 out to 14.5 and back again. So as you can imagine, with the short 4 on, it's super stiff, and it's obviously got the short top kit on. There's arrow straight now, and you know, be perfect for fishing shallow, dobbing, all sorts of things. Like I said, easy finish as well, nice gliding finish, and it feels substantial. When you pick up a Garbolino carp pole, you feel it in the wall strength, it feels strong. I really like the reinforced blue carbon that they've got on each section. I just think it finishes it off. What we'll do is we'll stick on the 13 metre. No, we won't, because that's 14 metres. We'll stick on the 13 metres with a dolly butt. Just gently lift that one back over there for a second. Stay. So this one is now going up to 13 metres with the dolly butt and the short 4 and the short top kit, and that's pretty good, to be fair. You'd be happy to fish that all day, and I do recommend, if you're going to fish 30 metres, that you do put the dolly butt in. Just gives you that little extra reassurance when fishing at length and on striking, especially if you're fishing for big fish, either you're fishing a long margin or to the next peg or whatever. That's lovely. Let's put that back, and we'll change that for the 14.5 section. I'll just put that dolly butt in there, and as it's always the same, the second you start to film someone decides that they want to cut the lawn that's not been cut for 3 months, that's not been cut on the corner, decides you want to get out the biggest petrol strimmer you can ever hear. So I do apologise for that, and we'll try and crack on. So this is 14.5 metres with the short 4 and with the 1.8 metre top. So like I say, as soon as you get that 14 on, it is a little heavy and a little bounce, but to be honest, 12 to 1300 quid bracket, it's pretty much up there with the best in that kind of range, to be honest. You sort of expect it at that price bracket. What we'll do now is we'll drop that down. I'll go stick on the normal for number 4, and we'll have a look back down to 11 metres what that looks like. Right guys, sorry again, I do apologise for the racket that is coming from them cutting the grass. We've now got the short top kit, but we're in long mode. We're in normal number 4 that comes with it, and it comes with the margin kit we've got on. Like I say, most people will fish the margin kit short or down the margins, and it's not bad at all, really. And for this price range, there's only a little bit of sag. It's obviously a little bit better and more responsive with a shorter kit on at that length, as you'd expect. We'll just take that dolly out. Let's work that back, and we'll stick that section in. So now we're back at 13 metres. Nice and easy to pick up, nice and stiff, responsive. Yep, absolutely lovely at 13. And like I said, not too bad at 14.5, to be honest. We'll pull it back to that last one that we've been testing it at the 11 metre section. Absolutely perfect, super light, super strong, absolute beast. And that's what you pay for when you get a Garbolino pole. And what I'm just going to quickly show you is that, like myself, my friend has also gone with the pole nose bungs protectors. As you can see, he's got the blue one, same as what's in my 1001, and it's an absolute must for me now. Having a pole, I never have not have them in. Stuart Jolly is fantastic. Whatever pole you've got, he'll able to do it. And also you can do the individual bungs that go in between the aligners that go in between the top kits, just as good as well. So what we'll do is I'll put it together and we'll do a down the pole, and you'll be able to have a look at it nice and close. Right guys, so we're starting at the bottom. This is the reversible, like it says, 13, 14.5 and 16 metre reversible. As you can see on it, UK Garbolino series extension. And then we go on to the main pole, and it has a little bit of information about the different sizes, elastic ratings, and then we go on to that lovely finish, UK4 finish in blue. Mine was in orange, and the big Carp in the gold, Maxim in the gold as well. So it looks really nice. And again, back to the 13 metre section, gives you the same information and the same graphics, but with the 13 metre badge a little bit further on, as you can see. But again, this blue carbon just looks great on the joints with the aligner on each section. And then the 11 metre section has got the Garbolino UK4 just printed on with a Carp. And then really the rest of the pole is just the blue carbon and the aligners. And they've also got a little bit of a code sticker on, so if you do have a breakage, I'll just show you one on this one. If you do have a breakage, you got your Garbolino code to reorder your part, which is really useful. Going down right to the end, nearly there, and onto the top kit. This, like I say, is the match Carp top kit with a side puller. It's not a roller. It's not a roller. It's just a bushing in there, and I go right down to the top to the PTFE, which is internal and comes with the pole. Yeah, just a great all-round pole. And let's get back. We'll have a little finish off and a little chat on my original thoughts. Right boys, so just before we finish off, I forgot to mention it does actually come with a cupping kit as well. So the kit comes with a case, it comes with a cupping kit, it also comes with 5 of the power match kits, and it comes with 3 of the margin kits and the mini butt extension. The additional number short for was £70, so if you do want that, which I recommend if you're going to do a lot of short fishing and margin fishing, which I presume you would do with a carp pole, then definitely would suggest that. So my thoughts, to be honest, in the price bracket that it's in, there's not much that can touch it. I really got on really well with my UK5, and this just gives you a little bit more stiffness and a little bit more distance. And you know, for 12 to 1300 quid, a lot of venues you're going to fish nowadays, unless you're going on a lot of sort of rivers or natural venues, this is going to do everything you want on a commercial. It's stiff enough to do shallow fishing, it's strong enough to tackle carp into the high doubles, £20 range, no problem whatsoever. And that's really what you need from a pole, and the chances of breaking it are very slim. They're super strong sections. Yes, the only downside is it, like some other European companies, it can be a little bit of a ball ache to get spares. Garbolino's are not as readily available for stuff as many others are. I actually started a Garbolino buy and sell. It's up to about 500 members now, something like that, just because I wanted to make sure that there was somewhere for people to buy and sell Garbolino stuff. So they are coming more and more, but sometimes it does take a little bit more effort to get hold of them. But don't let that put you off. If you want to buy something that's absolutely solid and rock solid, and you know, it'll do everything you need to do. This UK series, like I said, my number one with the UK one excellence for the best pole at market, in my opinion. I know everybody else has got their other opinions to do everything, and these other UK poles are absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed having mine. So if this has been helpful, hopefully it has, then give us a thumbs up and a like and a share if you could. Have a look on his other playlists for other different reviews. There's a UK5 on there as well if you want to have a look at that in comparison. There's a fishing review and an unboxing review, so do check that out. There's plenty more of the tackle reviews on there, bait reviews, challenge videos, all sorts of features, tactics, basics, loads of different bits and bobs, so do check those out. If you want to join us on the Facebook group Angling For You, we're 5,500 members, believe it or not now. All great guys and girls on there, willing to help. No question's a silly question. It's not a banter site. It's about getting the information you need, sharing what you're doing. So really good site. And if you just want to do pictures, it's angling_for you, and share your pictures, have a look at what we're doing, and yeah, it's coming on really great, and a great community. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, guys, tight lines.